Chapter 4 Materials, Metals and Non-Metals. Do you know the materials which are metals? The rest of the materials in Table 4.1 are non-metals. Metals and non-metals can be differentiated on the basis of their physical and chemical properties. Remember that luster and hardness are physical properties. Physical properties of metals and non-metals. 1. Malleability. Have you ever seen a blacksmith beating an iron piece or an article made up of iron, like a spade, a shovel, an axe? Do you find a change in the shape of these articles on beating? Would you expect a similar change if we try to beat a wood log? Let us find out. You saw that the shape of the iron nail and the aluminium wire changed on beating. If they were beaten harder, these could be changed into sheets. You might be familiar with silver foil used for decorating sweets. You must also be familiar with the aluminium foil used for wrapping food. The property of metals by which they can be beaten into thin sheets is called malleability. This is a characteristic property of metals. As you must have noticed, materials like coal and pencil lead do not show this property. Can we call these metals? 2. Electrical conduction. Can you hold a hot metallic pan which is without a plastic or a wooden handle and not get hurt? Perhaps not. Why? Try to list some other experiences in which a wooden or plastic handle protects you from being hurt while handling hot things. On the basis of these experiences, what can you say about the conduction of heat by wood and plastic? You must have seen an electrician using his screwdriver. What kind of handle does it have? Why? Let us find out. You observe that iron rod, nail and copper wire are good conductors while rolled sulfur piece and coal piece are poor conductors. Where do you find the use of aluminum and copper wires? Have you seen wires of coal? Definitely not. 3. Ductility. Properties of metals by virtue of which they can be drawn into wires is called ductility. For example, copper and iron can be drawn into wires. 4. Sonorous. Have you ever noticed the difference in sound on dropping an iron sheet/plate, a metal coin, and a piece of coal on the floor? If not, you can try it now. Do difference in the sound produced. Have you seen wooden bells in temples? Can you give a reason? The things made of metals produce a ringing sound when struck hard. Suppose you have two boxes similar in appearance, one made of wood and the other of metal. Can you tell which box is made of metal by striking both the boxes? Since metals produce ringing sounds, they are said to be sonorous. The materials other than metals are not sonorous. After performing the above activities, we can say that some materials are hard, lustrous, malleable, ductile, sonorous and good conductors of heat and electricity. The materials which generally possess these properties are called metals. The examples of metals are iron, copper, aluminium, calcium, magnesium, etc. In contrast, materials like coal and sulfur are soft and dull in appearance. They break down into a powdery mass on tapping with a hammer. They are not sonorous and are poor conductors of heat and electricity. These materials are called non-metals. The examples of non-metals are sulfur, carbon, oxygen, phosphorus, etc. Reaction with oxygen. As you know the phenomenon of rusting of iron. Remind the reaction by which rust is formed. You had also done in class 7 an activity of burning a magnesium ribbon in air. You had learnt that in both the processes oxide formation takes place. Complete the following reactions of iron and magnesium with oxygen. When a copper vessel is exposed to moist air for long, it acquires a dull green coating. Have you seen green deposit on the surface of copper vessels? The dull greenish material deposited on the surface of copper is a mixture of copper hydroxide, CO2, and copper carbonate, CoCO3, that takes place. Now remind the activity of burning magnesium ribbon. The ash obtained on burning magnesium ribbon is dissolved in water and tested for its acidic/basic nature. Is the solution acidic or basic? How do you ascertain this? You must have observed that the red litmus turns blue. So, oxide of magnesium is also basic in nature. In general, metallic oxides are basic in nature. Let us now observe the reaction of non-metals with oxygen. The name of the product formed in the reaction of sulfur and oxygen is sulfur dioxide gas. When sulfur dioxide is dissolved in water, sulfurous acid is formed. The reaction can be given as follows: sulfur dioxide, SO2, plus water, H2O, sulfurous acid, H2SO3. The sulfurous acid turns blue, litmus paper red. Generally, oxides of non-metals are acidic in nature. Recall the name of some of the laboratory acids and bases you have read in class 7. Note down their names in table 4.4. Identify the metal or non-metal present in them which forms oxides with oxygen. Reaction with water. Let us see how metals and non-metals react with water. You observe that sodium reacts vigorously with water. Some other metals do not do so. For example, iron reacts with water slowly. Generally, non-metals do not react with water, though they may be very reactive in air. Such non-metals are stored in water. For example, phosphorus is a very reactive non-metal. It catches fire if exposed to air. To prevent the contact of phosphorus with atmospheric oxygen, it is stored in water. Reactions with acids. Let us see how metals and non-metals behave with acids. Is there a difference in the way metals and non-metals react with acids? What could the pop sound in some cases be due to when a burning matchstick is brought near the mouth of the test tubes? You must have found that non-metals generally do not react with acids, but metals react with acid to produce hydrogen gas. If a matchstick is brought near the mouth of the tube containing the product of the reaction, then we hear a pop sound. It is this hydrogen gas that burns with a pop sound. You must have noticed that copper does not react with dilute hydrochloric acid even on heating, but it reacts with sulfuric acid. Reactions with bases. What does the pop sound indicate? As before, the pop sound indicates the presence of hydrogen gas. Metals react with sodium hydroxide to produce hydrogen gas. Reactions of non-metals with bases are complex. Displacement reactions. Displacement reaction is a chemical reacting in which a more reactive element displaces a less reactive element from its compound. Both metals and non-metals take part in displacement reactions. Example: reaction of iron nails with copper sulfate solution. Remind the activity of the reaction between copper sulfate and iron that you performed in class 7. Let us observe some more reactions of that kind. What changes do you observe in the various speakers? You have read that one metal displaces another metal from its compound in aqueous solution. In beaker A, zinc, Zn, replaces copper, Cu, from copper sulfate, CuSO4. That is why the blue color of copper sulfate disappears and a powdery red mass of copper is deposited at the bottom of the beaker. The reaction can be represented as follows: copper sulfate, CuSO4, plus zinc, Zn, blue, zinc sulfate, ZnSO4, plus copper, Cu, colorless, red. You can write down the reaction taking place in beaker B in a similar manner. There could have been displacement of zinc by copper in beaker C and by iron in beaker E. Similarly, iron could be displaced by copper in beaker D. Since we do not see any change in beaker C, we can infer that copper is not able to replace zinc from zinc sulfate. But why? When zinc can replace copper in beaker A, why cannot copper replace zinc in beaker C? Remember that science is not arbitrary. It follows definite rules based on facts. And the rule here is that zinc is more reactive than copper and iron. A more reactive metal can replace a less reactive metal, but a less reactive one cannot replace a more reactive metal. Now you can understand why there are no displacement reactions in beakers D and E also. Can you guess the sequence of metals from more reactive to less reactive among zinc, iron and copper? Uses of metals and non-metals. You should know about the metals that they are used in making automobiles, aeroplanes, trains, machinery, satellites, industrial gadgets, cooking utensils, water boilers, etc. You must be know that what are the uses of some non-metals. Here are some interesting ones. We are sure that you will guess them right. Non-metal is essential for our life, which all living beings inhale during breathing. Non-metals used in fertilizers to enhance the growth of plants. Non-metal are used in the process of water purification. Non-metal used in the purple-colored solution which is applied on wounds as an antiseptic. Non-metals used in crackers. More uses of metals and non-metals from your experiences.